Growing up, I wasn't a fan of the Friday the 13th movie franchise. It's all about Michael Myers for me. Although I did not like the ending of Halloween Ends. That was such a fucked up ending. I'll never see it again. If you haven't seen the first one, spoiler alert, the last scene in the movie, Jason pops out of the lake and pulls a counselor survivor down into the lake. So to me, Lake Casablanca kind of reminds me of that lake in that movie. Well, in that one scene. If you're from Laredo, you visited the lake at least once. Over 20 years ago, the lake was operated by Webb County, and then it was turned over to the state. The way it looked then to now has changed drastically. If you visited it, you will see the remnants of things like old tennis courts, a pool. Lake Casablanca and the thousands of lakes across the Lone Star State have seen its fair share of tragedies. But don't let the stillness of the lakes fool you. Before you take a dip, make sure you swim at your own risk, or it could be your last. This is Jump Scare. I am your host, Rob Cortez. And joining us for our last episode, you've heard me playing electronic music. Huge fan of that type of music. Anyways, here's Julian. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you feeling?
Doing pretty good.
Anyways, so I know you're a DJ in town. What is your DJ name, by the way?
I go by Jay.
Wasn't it Mr. J?
Oh, yeah. It's Mr. J. I go by Jay.
So tell us about your style.
Mostly house, tech house, upbeat.
Cool. And how long have you been doing that?
Going on 2 years.
2 years. You recently just started. All right, cool. What are your goals when it comes to that? Do you ever think about making like an original song?
I'm trying to get into producing. I just haven't done it. No, it's just basically just trying to perfect the craft and just bring the good vibes on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So have you ever lived in Austin?
Yes, I have.
And how long were you living? How
I
long
lived
did
in
you
Austin
live
for
over
about a
there?
year.
Oh wow! I really
Yeah.
thought you lived there. You know.
No, I lived in San Antonio for a long time. But
Ah,
in
okay.
Austin, I only lived there for about a year.
Have you ever visited the lake?
Which lake?
There's more than one.
Oh, you mean Lake Travis? Yeah, no, I've been to Lake Travis.
All right. Do you know how to swim?
Of course.
Okay.
What you know about Lady Bird Lake?
Oh.
You're talking about Lady Bird Lake, right?
Well, I mean, there's plenty of lakes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You asked if there was more than one lake, so I said
Oh,
yes.
there you go.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
All right.
I'm talking about
No,
Lady
yeah,
Bird
you're
Lake
right. There you
and
go.
Lake
It's more
Travis.
than one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But have you ever swum in Lady Bird Lake?
No, I haven't. I've only been to Barton Springs.
Ah,
To the
okay.
Barton Springs. I've gone.
The Greenbelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there too. Really, really nice. I think the last time I went there was like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It was dry. Like there wasn't any current.
Check out Hippie Hollow too.
Have you ever had a fear experience related to water
I
growing
got a
up?
cramp once. Like in the middle of the river, like, deep, middle of nowhere, no help. It was tough. Let's get back
But
to get back to it. But hey, I could have drowned, bro. I was in the middle of nowhere. It was deep. Like, you know what I mean?
dude.
It was deep. It was fucked up. I could have almost drowned, but I made it.
There you go. I was expecting something worse, but a cramp. Hey, it's a real life situation. Anything, it could happen to anyone. It could happen to anyone, especially if you've been drinking in the fucking lake for a long time and you're not drinking water.
Exactly. Middle of the river.
Are you ready to listen to the season finale of Jump Scare Aquaphobia?
Yeah.
Here we go. Going to Austin is a big deal when you're in your 20s. It still spills over in your 30s and 40s, but mostly it's fun in your 20s. For me, Austin meant drinking and going to DJ shows with friends. I never paid too much attention to anything else until years later. I've seen shows at the Kingdom Club, and for many aspiring DJs, the Kingdom Club was their start. Like Luis Ramirez, a McAllen native. He moved to Austin for school, but after earning a double bachelor, he decided to follow his dreams and become a DJ, which he did. He loved hiking and enjoyed being outside. Despite all that, it's reported he was afraid of water and couldn't swim. But in August 2018, Louis was found dead in Lady Bird Lake. The cause of death was ruled an accidental drowning. However, Louis' story is just one of the many tragedies surrounding Lady Bird Lake. Since 2008, there have been over 20 bodies pulled from the lake. Swimming has been banned since 1964. I've seen people paddleboarding, kayaking, and canoeing, and police continue to call some of these cases accidental. Social media sleuths have created dozens of videos detailing all the victims. Some, like Jason John, had been out partying at Rainy Street, reported missing, and found dead inside Lady Bird Lake 8 days later. Those victims are now claimed to be killed by someone called the Rainy Street Ripper. While most of the victims are men, Austin police have ruled out that any foul play was involved, leaving many online to wonder, is a serial killer on the loose? A person lurking, watching, searching, following men, and ultimately to kill them? As victims continue to be pulled out of Lady Bird Lake, to this day the mystery remains. Is this a series of unfortunate accidents, or of something more sinister, a prowler who lingers to disrupt the calm lake with the whirlpool of evil? All right, Julian, what'd you think about the story?
I'm very familiar, and it's insane to think that they pulled out so many bodies.
Yeah, it's happening right now, man.
It's been happening for quite a while.
Yeah, I think the last victim that I heard.
It's recent.
Yeah, and just want everyone to know, it doesn't just kill men; it also kills women. The most recent body they found was of a woman.
But it wasn't killed. It was just, you know what I mean? Like, drowned.
Well,
Like it would be different if it was like shot. Stabbed,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Or maybe he picks up his victims while they're drunk or something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course.
And he takes them home, does whatever, tosses them in the lake.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
The thing is, it's no foul play though. So this motherfucker should be good.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he actually maybe works for APD, like a Dexter figure,
Like a Dexter?
right? You might be like in
Yeah.
the department. I mean, there's so many theories, but yes, it's going on right now. So be careful, peeps. Be careful if whenever you're out there partying in Austin.
Stay away from Lady Bird Lake.
Yeah. Remember, no swimming. No swimming. Anyways, thanks, Julian, and let's do this again, man.
Pleasure to be here.
It's time to walk on dry land and crawl away from the darkness of any body of water. I'd like to thank all my guests for being part of Jump Scare Aquaphobia. Kevin Loredo, Rodrigo Mendoza, and Julian Rios. They shared their stories and a part of themselves. It's time to throw in the towel for this season of Jump Scare. Stay tuned for a bonus feature that may get you hard. And if it does, you can howl up to the moon in pleasure.